Good evening. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri BB, and we're going to do an inner child reading today. But before we begin, I want to ask for protection from our whoever may be coming in trying to do some stuff and cross watchers and all that other kind of stuff. But anyway, let's get into it. Thank you, Divine. Please protect this reading. Please protect whoever comes into this space and their space to watch this reading about their inner child. I'm asking that you cover me wing to wing by let your angels cover me wing to wing, and after you've burned off any negative energies, and then after that, cover me with the white light of protection and extend it 20 feet in every direction. And because I know that my body is the vehicle for my soul, I'm asking that you give me another white light of protection and extend it another 20 feet in every directions. I'm asking that who will be allowed in will be you, of course, the archangels, the angels, the ascended masters, ancestors, spirit guides, animals, aliens, mermaids, unicorns, everybody, gnomes, everybody. Include everybody that's on my spirit team as we do this reading. It is said, it is so, it is done. All right. I'm playing Hertz 528, and you can look it up. I'm not going to pull the book out. But that's the card that fell out when I normally ask what frequency should I play during the readings, and that's the one that came up. But also this card came up. Gratitude. Gratitude. Acknowledgement of our blessings. We should always be appreciative of our blessings, and when you show appreciation for your blessings, more blessings will come. And that's high frequency, high vibrational. I'm saying that wrong. High vibration, no energy. It probably is. I don't know. It's been a long day for me. When you're always in that, oh, it never happens, oh, this, oh, that, that's a low vibration, and also you're going to get. The more you keep it positive and uplifting, the more it comes. The more you keep it down and woe is me and it never happens, that's what you're going to get. So apparently, something with this inner child may have something to do with some gratitude. I don't know. But I see in the chakras, I see orange, yellow, green, purple. So it's a lot of the chakra system. I see all of them actually. And you know what this reminds me of? That spirograph toy. You used to make those little shapes and all that. Yeah. That's another little thing. But anyway, I've already shuffled the cards, but I will give them one little. I also saged them, so the energy should be real clear tonight. I'm only using 3 decks, so hopefully the reading won't be an hour. We'll see. I doubt it. Look, depends on what they have to say. I'm not gonna say that. But let me cut the cards. We're going to do the inner child card. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. Alright, what's on the bottom? 8 of Swords. It's 8 people holding the sword. So 8 people are looking for clarity on something. And you're going to have gratitude about it. Normally when you see 8 of Swords, it's one person enclosed mentally and, feeling bound. But it doesn't look like this. It looks like people are working together to go through this darkness. So people may be working with one another. Let's see. Spirit, can I have 3 cards? I don't even know how I picked the cards I had. That was interesting earlier today. And I did my own reading. Okay, I got 3 cards. Just that quick. Hansel and Gretel. The lovers. That's 5. Yeah. That's the lovers card. Lovers. And I want to see if this is a soulmate. This might not be a twin flame. This might be a soulmate. Lovers is a soulmate card. We'll see. Okay, let me turn it back the other way because they came upside down. Somebody doesn't see the truth on something. Ace of Swords is in reverse. 10 of Crystals is in reverse. 5 of Wands is upright. Whoa. This is a family situation. Bunch of lying and stealing has ended a family situation and they are fighting. Alrighty, let's keep it moving. Let me pull out some more cards. Eros, and that's the love frequency. Let me go get the book. It's right over, not too far. I'm gonna get the book. I got the other book too, which is gonna be interesting. That's a form of love, and that looks like a lip, and it's a circle, so it could be the earth. Who knows? I don't know. We'll keep it moving. Let me just pull out 3 cards. Three cards came. This is okay. Alethea is on the bottom. We'll get into it. I'll explain. Okay. Since we're going this route. I want the swords first. Okay, the sword at the highest level represents spiritual will and the power to conquer fear and doubt in the spiritual and earthly realms. Pictured in this card is the moment when King Arthur, as a teenage boy, pulled the magical sword Excalibur from an evil anvil at a tournament on New Year's Day. He was then acknowledged as the rightful heir to the throne of Britain. The mythology of this story assists humanity in a profound way, for it was not the brute strength of the boy that allowed him to pull the sword from the stone, but the strength of moral conviction and mental empowerment and synchronicity with a higher calling. The Ace of Swords is an indicator of truth and clarity at a soul level as well as mental one. Someone does not have that. Someone does not have the indicator of truth and clarity at a soul level or mental level. Questions. How can I align my heart and head in such a manner that I am in harmony with the universal truth beyond my own limitations and judgments? What new truths are emerging from my heart? Am I living my truth? And if not, what must I change so that I am in harmony with my inner wisdom? I think that last question is the one, because somebody is not in their truth. They're not. And the 10 of Crystals. Once again, we have a scene of Christmas. This time it is a Christmas night after all the presents have been wrapped and the stockings have been filled abundantly. The story of Christmas is not represented in this card to indicate Christmas from a Christian point of view, but as a theme or a metaphor of goodwill and blessings contained in the myths and celebration of all cultures. Christmas is chosen as a symbol of abundant happiness and new beginnings. Papa Gnome lights the Yule log while the little gnome children gaze at the treasures left in the night by St. Nicholas. This is a time of celebration and community sharing. Offer your gifts to the world. Somebody's not doing that. This card is about wealth. Excuse me, it's about wealth. But this is not about wealth. And somebody's not in their truth. Okay, last one. Five of Wands. In inner child cards, all five represents our highest potentials. In numerology, the number 5 represents freedom, creativity, and change. Ultimately, this number and the 5-pointed pentagram represent the highest potential for creativity that a human soul can achieve. We must strive to meet that level of excellence. For, like the heavenly stars, we have the potential to shine brilliantly and shower the earth with our light. This beautiful flower fairy is opening the final petal of a bright yellow flower, a symbolic image of our starry origins revealed. Okay, so let me go back in this, because the 5 in any suit represents change and a need to release stagnation or resistance in the area of life that corresponds to the suit and element of the card chosen. In this case, a magic wand represents fire and the need to move freely in the realm of creativity, intuition, and spirituality. If there is strife or an emotional block inhibiting one from expression and inspiration, this card may be an indicator that there is a need to release creative powers in order that a flow of life energy may return to the individual. So somebody needs to do that. They need to get into their creative and spiritual powers, because they're not in their truth and they're not in their abundance, and that is why you need to get into that. So this may be something that a child has been hindered in their life. The family didn't allow you to think of yourself as they lied about wealth. Maybe they told you they were wealthy, you were wealthy, and you weren't. Could be. And because of that, you're stunted in your spiritual ability to move forth in creating your wealth. You use your creativity, your imagination is what you use. But when it's stunted, and if areas of your life have been stunted, you don't have that creativity. Now, let's keep going, because we can get some more. Yeah, they messing with me, but I'm not worried about that. So there's a vessel here. The body, the container, the cup. The vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect eggs, Savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. Yeah, because somebody is not in their truth. There's a lie there. Something. So maybe that's why your vessel holds things. And so your it could be the home. We're gonna keep going. But whatever this lie was about this vessel, it wasn't able to hold something in a family situation. Okay, I should have kept that page held. Here we go. And this is a tool. That's important. All right, and this bridge is a place. And it's right under Ten of Crystals, which is a home situation. The connection, the link, the gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to the otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. So that's probably what happened. This is why this is in reverse. These crystals, pentacles, couldn't withstand. It wasn't made with love. It was made out of lies. And that's why this creativity, this ability to create and manifest, because once you can use your imagination to activate your creativity, then you can manifest. And so this ability, this has happened in somebody's life. What is this one? Here's another tool, the medallion. The medallion, the amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. So you're going to be doing something with this. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held on to for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. So, once you activate your creativity, that last pedal, you'll be able to release whatever doesn't belong to you. And I believe what you're going to be releasing is lies and lack. Okay, let's get on with the reading. I'm going to cut this deck. I'm using one of my crazy decks. Let me get it. Oh, brother. Deviant Moon Tarot. I like this deck. It might be coming handy for this reading. Okay. So here's an Empress on the bottom. I cut the deck and Empress is on the bottom. So this can be a male or a feminine Empress, but it's an Empress energy inner child. This message is coming from an Empress. All right. So can I have a message about this Ace of Swords in reverse, Spirit? Can I have a card? Okay. This is Nine of Pentacles. Somebody being single and abundant. But they got some kind of chain attached to them. And I say that because here's this Five of Cups. So it must have been a lot of arguing in the household. That's that feminine energy yelling at the masculine energy. Now I don't know who could be the Empress. Not for sure. But somebody put something to rest. There's some type of offer. Somebody's at least thinking about it. There was something. Because this person is some... So, this is what I'm getting. Somebody's masculine... In the family unit, the masculine energy wanted to be single. And the mama found out, and there's been a lot of arguing with him. Or maybe he just liked to slip and slide, duck and hide. I don't know. Whatever it is. But this happened in the household a lot, and apparently the kid is trying to sleep through this. Traumatized. Can I have a message on this Five of Cups? There's some justice about that. And there is the Star. There's a hope. Somebody's working on dealing with this. They're working on their pentacle. They're working on their pentacle. But there's always somebody rushing in. Somebody was always arguing. And these are messages. These are messages that a child or an adult now is getting. That there was a lot of turmoil in the house. That is why this is in reverse. They're trying to transform this, end this. This is the death cycle. Whatever was going on ended a happy family situation. It was already lies and stuff going on because the mama and daddy were fighting. The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Rushing in. There was a King of Cups there. So there was a masculine There at can't make this shit up. There was a happy family at one point in time, but there was a lot of interference. That's why the mommy and daddy were arguing. That's why they were arguing. Somebody had an inner knowing, or there was a lot of secrets in that house. Daddy was withholding information, withholding something. It's two feminines. Okay, and this one, she letting him have it. And this one, he said, okay, I'm going to withhold the money. You screaming and yelling at me, I'm going to withhold the money. And that ended up leaving the mama out in the cold. And probably the children too. This was a broken home. Somebody was in a broken home. Man, this is going to be a long reading. Sorry, y'all. Daddy took his pentacles. He left. It's the Ace of Pentacles there. Now, a lot of people have grown up in those situations where there was a lot of arguing, fighting over money, fighting over people slipping and sliding, ducking and hiding. The Knight of Wands tried to pop up. I'm not keeping these because I didn't ask any questions. But somebody trying to, I saw the Magician too. But as I was saying, a lot of people have grown up in these situations where the house was, it was a lot of lies. There was no truth going on. Those people shouldn't even been together. They shouldn't even been together. And that's a messed up situation for children to be in. All right. I'm going to ask some questions about... Nope. I didn't ask the question. Quit being bossy, cards. Can I have a message on these 10 of crystals in reverse? And one pop right out, right away. This situation ended the household. And there's somebody with this Page of Cups again. I guess the daddy took his cups somewhere else. A few flipped over and I'm going to take them. Yeah, he took his cup to go heal. And to balance himself back out. It was a lot of slipping and sliding, ducking and hiding. This the Seven of Swords is the lying and cheating. And he left before he could get to this point where he was ready to kill himself. Because there was a lot going on in that house. And that's why he left. The Chariot. He moved away. Can't make it up. And there's this Empress. He went to an Empress. Can I have a message on the Seven of Swords? The Seven of Swords, it was a lot of lying and he left to balance himself out. This angel is helping. And to help him get back to where he can offer himself first something. Before he can offer somebody else. Because see, look. He going to make an offer somewhere else. And this is the Ace of Cups. He's going to get back into that energy. But he had to leave. He had to leave that. And that's horrible. I just noticed this. He left and he's sticking his tongue out. He like I'm getting out of here. Oh my God. I just noticed that with this deck. Oh my God. And apparently whoever the female or the other person, they waving the white flag, but it's too late. He left because he does not want to get stuck there. Wow. Okay. I'll keep going. He's going to celebrate elsewhere. That is his justice, and he has manifested this. He's going toward his Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, children have grown up in households where the women acted more masculine than the fathers, or no, well, yeah, that. But I guess what I want to say, I'll keep it. I didn't ask a question though. There's a hope for this Five of Wands. There's a hope for this child. This situation can be more creative. They can gain their creativity and their spiritual wisdom and knowledge, so they can heal from growing up in a household that was full of lies, and full of lies, in a household where the family broke up. He's healing, and he's being protected. He's feeling, whoever this person is, this inner child is saying you were protected, even though you didn't feel it. Your ancestors were there. But what I was saying is, it's a lot of children have grown up in houses where the families have fallen apart, and because of lies and deceit and all, slipping and sliding, ducking and hiding. And these are adults now. You're dealing with adults who have dealt with this. So they're dealing with abandonment issues, abuse issues, verbal, mental, physical, out in the cold, homelessness. You're dealing with a lot of stuff. Adults. People you walk around have a lot of wounds that you just have never seen before. Okay, what is this? All right. So there's a hope to gain some new spiritual knowledge from the divine. And I'm going to say it. This may be another child that the masculine energy or the feminine energy has also. There is some manipulation though. There's some type of manipulation, because it's hidden. It could be voodoo, juju, witchcraft, whatever going on. Because they are puppeting. They're being controlled by this puppet strings, and that's devil energy, and that is the truth. Can't make it up. Somebody's dealing with that. So you, as an adult now, this is probably all that an adult is dealing with. Adult, even though the angels have been, helping them to heal. When they get new sparks of spiritual knowledge or information, here come that devil energy, which is full of manipulation, and that's the truth. I'm gonna ask a question. King of Wands. They need to regain their confidence, become the warrior that they are. This could be a masculine or feminine, but I'm just telling you, this is what's going on. The devil. I want a message on the devil. Devil. Somebody's stalking. Whenever you think you about to, move up, heartbreak. Two of Wands, forward action. They're watching you. They want to see where you're going. They want to see where you're going. Can I have another message? No, there we go. Because they want to fight. They still want to fight. Whoever this is when you get ready to break ground and do something new, here they come again. Here they come trying to start some more drama. That's that devil energy. Let me have something on the moon. What else is going on? You're getting the messages. If you're paying attention, this is the 8 of Wands. You have your wand to protect yourself, and then you have your 7 wands from the divine, your ancestors. They're watching you too. People are taking action under the moon cycle. This is 3 of Wands. The action they're taking, they want to keep somebody burdened. This is toward the King of Cups. And they're rushing in angrily. So, oh, okay. All right. Because they want to keep them fighting. They don't want them to have clarity. They don't want them to see the truth. They don't want them to see it. But the sun is here. It popped out. My ancestors and my spirit guides are funny. They drop these cards around and make them do stuff. But the sun will be shown on what they're trying to do. Because they know that you're trying to work on something. You're working on something creative. And that is the truth. And it has something to, whatever you're working on, this 2 of Cups is something you really, really, really love. So somebody is working on something that they really care about. I can say for myself in the past, whenever I remember, I didn't grow up in a broken home. My father passed away, so it wasn't like my father walked off. So that, I guess you could say my house was 10 of Pentacles in reverse, because both parents weren't in the house. But I can say that I've known people who had their parents in the house and they shouldn't have had them in the house. They might as well have been, they might have been better off without the parents in the house. You say that, but it's the truth. All right. So this vessel. What is the vessel? Yeah, 7. You can look at what you're trying to hold. Look at the truth and see how you can fix things. And know that it's gonna take some blood and sweat and tears to do it. Inner child work. You got to look at the stuff that you dealt with and make the most out of it. Accept the judgment and know that the people who did whatever they did to you, they're getting their judgment right now. Because this judgment is coming. You can't hide from whatever you've done. Everything you do, you're going to be held accountable to it. You're going to heal and some people are going to be burnt up. Some more cards flipped out. I'll take them. You're healing because you're going to be working on creating your vessel, which you can hold. And that's going to reverse that Ace of Swords. It's going to turn it back up and you'll be in your truth. That will be your justice. Other people will be having tower moments. And you will too. You're going to have a tower moment because you're going to be celebrating. Your tower moment is going to be, wow, I understand why things in my household was the way it was, why it was so dark, why people lied to me. When you do the inner child work, you will get those answers of what was done to you, and you'll understand it. And you'll be able to flip those lies into truths. You'll be able to make those you'll be able to have the clarity that you need to have. And once you have that clarity, you'll be able to rebuild the vessel, or just get you a whole new vessel. You don't have to use that same vessel. You can get your own. Create your own vessel. All right. And this bridge, can we have a message for the bridge? Can I have a message for the bridge? Okay. I'll take it all. This one came first. Whatever is going on, it will help you get into union. Now I'm going to talk about this union card. With this deck, the union card has a lot of things. Means a lot of things because I have different decks. But in this one, it does mean a solid foundation. A solid foundation between two people. There's a King of Cups. Somebody will become more in tune with their emotions. And that's something that people didn't do. That was something that wasn't happening in the reverse household. And those people will be out in the cold. While you will understand why you were feeling out in the cold. You will be receiving the messages about why you were in a household the way it was. And you will be able to learn how to be more loving. That's why you're going to be the King of Cups. You have to learn how to do this. You have to learn, and you have to learn by yourself. You have to teach yourself. Sometimes you have to parent yourself, because sometimes the people that you grew up with were not healthy, especially in this situation. A lot of lies and deceitful behavior, and the house was in reverse. Family situation was not the best. King of Pentacles is on the bottom too. So this may be someone that may, because I saw Empress earlier, it could be somebody that's balancing themselves out. Could be an Emperor. But let me, I want to ask a question about this King of Cups. King of Cups. Can I have a message for the King of Cups? Yeah, the King of Cups walked away from some things. He walked away from this mental, I can't think of the right word, but the household being in reverse, broken home. He's walking away from that. He's Tower moment. They're understanding to walk away. He needed to walk away. I knew the Emperor was coming out. I knew it. Because they're the Emperor. Now I want a message on this Five of Pentacles. This Five of Pentacles, this person, the people in your past household situation that had you feeling like that, you went within, but it was hard. I told you it was going to be hard work to go within as the Hermit, because when you go within and really deal with your stuff, deal with the trauma, the abuse, and all of that, if you're doing it right, it gets real. But you'll be able to, if you do it, you'll be able to come out and be in a loving situation where you can offer your cup to someone, and you can do it confidently. Because you'll understand that you are single and you are abundant. But you grew up not thinking that way because your household was broken. Anything let me have messages. Eight of Wands. Can I have a message on the Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands. You're gonna be victorious if you're doing your work, working on yourself. You're gonna get messages that you will be. You're going to be victorious. You're going to be able to move toward your passions and desires. Whereas that wasn't happening in the household. Because you're going to be healed. And whoever you're going to be with will be healed. Now this could be two men. You know, if it's two masculines or two feminines, you know, you make it work for you. You'll be able to learn how to heal. Okay, a lot more fell out. Okay. You will be able to withhold from people that don't need your energy. And those people, the people that do make you feel like this are the people you need to withhold from. You are in the cycles of that. And you'll be able to have that new cycle of clarity. You'll be able to learn how to make pentacle. You know, after you do the work and getting over the fact that you came from a broken home. And you'll be able to be grounded on the work that you're doing. And that's why you'll be able to offer yourself and maybe someone else a cup as well. Okay. Nope, I'm not taking you because I'm not ready. They trying. Cards flipping out. This is, I'm not. I didn't ask a question. All right. For the medallion, for you reaching toward what you have. Taking you because you were flipped already. You're going to be learning how people were watching you. And these are people from your past. It could be people that lied to you, your family, friends back in the past. They lied to you. And they're going to be watching you become single and abundant. But they're not going to understand how much it took for you to get to this point. How you had to do some spiritual work. You had to really go within and do the work as an inner child, or to get in the relationship with yourself. You had to understand how to pick the pieces up for yourself and release the burdens that were put on you in your childhood, and understand that you're not, you know, even though you were wounded, you're not dead. It's not over. Once you do that, you'll be able to end that cycle of feeling not good enough. It will allow you to be able to move forward towards your Empress. This could be for both. This could be a masculine and a feminine reading, because the Empress was on the bottom of the deck. What is the final outcome? The Emperor will work with spirit. And possibly be making an offer after healing himself and cutting people off that's not supposed to be in his energy. This is what he needs to understand. Is there anything else? Yeah, he needs to take charge as the warrior that he is. Take charge and walk away. Walk away from things that don't, you know, that are not healthy for him. You know, deal with his emotions. Understand that there are people who will try to use him as a puppet. Throw away cups that you don't want to take cups from people that are going to emotionally abuse you. Don't be around people who are just going to give you one, they're not going to balance out the give and take to you. You are emotionally fulfilled. That's what you want. That's what you're going toward. That's what you will get. Emotional 10 of Cups. Reunion with your counterpart. And victory. And victory. After being in this energy, as a child, you will have a solid foundation as an adult. If you do the inner work, you have to do the work. That's learning what's been going on in your life. You have to do the work. And if you really are doing the work, you will gain the clarity. And like you get that sword, you're going to have to cut some people out. You're going to have to. All right. That is it. That's it for your inner child reading for this evening. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm hoping this information gives you food for thought. That you understand that you need to do some work so that you can heal yourself. Being in a broken home does not make you a loser, does not make you less than. You can always flip things around. But it is a lifelong process. You have to go through and deal with the triggers and things. And you have to cut people off. All right, that's it. You all take care. Peace.